And I can only imagine what his family must be thinking when they're listening through the walls. And there's a part where he gets up to go get coffee, and you hear his mom is right next door to him. She's talking to him immediately as he walks out of the room. And this is what she's hearing.
Hey, you see that? Go ahead. Watch it and weep, bro. That's me. That's right. That's me. Look different, huh? Look a little slimmer, huh? Huh? I think so. I think so, don't you? I think so. Thank you, crackhead Bob. You're welcome. That's right, Chadley. That's right. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And soon, Chadley, you're going to thank me for giving you a beating in the ring. You two
What a spaz.
terms of service. When we box. This is what the Duke has been doing every day. Okay? In the fucking gym. That's what the Duke...
He's punching his palm, he's doing all this stuff. But remember,
He's so full of it.
I don't promote any violence.
right. I'm glad you said that, John, because I wasn't sure if you were promoting violence or not. For a second there, I thought you were. But then he assured me that he wasn't. So I'm like, okay, good.
That's for a promoter.
Thank God, yes.
So I'm not saying anything that hasn't been said a million times in all of this bullshit with these guys, but like 50, 60-something-year-old men on the internet threatening each other to fight it's fucking retarded.
It's so stupid.
This is so incredibly frustrating that I'm spending my Saturday watching this.
All right, so Mike Tyson is the same age as John. And Mike Tyson can't fight. He used to be the best in the world. John has never done anything. So do you think John's going to be good at fighting? Now, would I pay for the pay-per-view to watch him and Chad Zumach fight? Of course I would. Name your price. It doesn't matter. I'll raise the funds. We're definitely watching that. But it's not going to happen. None of this shit's going to happen. But again, it's fantasy John.
It's all fantasy, John.
He's got these fantasies. And what happened
that makes it worse. That
You
makes
think?
it worse.
Yeah.
The fact that it's not only the threat to do like, oh, I'm gonna beat this guy up, but then it's also we know it's never gonna happen.
Right.
It's
Everyone knows it's not
depressing.
going to happen. In fact, we're going to see what Chad's response is to this in just a little bit. But the big news this week is that Chad lost his Patreon. His Patreon, someone reached out to Patreon and said
John also knows it's never going to happen.
that he's against their terms of service because he's bullying people and whatnot. And so there were two specific episodes, and both of them were talking about, I think, John's trans kid. Well, one was about John's trans kid, and the other one was about that guy, the legend, Mark Lewis, former Major League Baseball player, who gets involved with John a lot, and he's been in a lot of these different chats and stuff like that. John talks about the legend all the time. It's his buddy. So Chad's Patreon was taken down, and Chad comes on YouTube and goes, well, I'm out a significant amount of money, a big portion of my income, because they just took down my Patreon. And Chad said, John's the one who did it. I know for a fact. He was on El Horrible show this morning saying he's 125% sure that John is the one who did it.
I didn't report you. I couldn't find you. I would have reported you, but I couldn't find you. And I'm not a member of your Patreon. So you can start bitching and moaning that I got you taken down or somebody else did, but I didn't.
Am I stupid? The
Yes.
idea, the idea, see how quickly I went into my next statement when I said that? I knew immediately. The idea that he said, I didn't get you taken down, but I would have, that kind of just makes that first part moot right there. You're like, I would have reported you if I knew how to. Like, yeah, that's why we don't like you, John. Do you understand?
Also, I couldn't find you.
That's why Chad's pissed at you right now, because his channel got taken down, and you just admitted that you would have. And John has been striking Chad's YouTube. He was doing it live on his show. We talked about it.
But he's obviously lying right there.
Yes.
I would guarantee that all you would have to do is go to Google, type Patreon Zumach, and you would have been able to find it.
Yeah,
And
look,
what happens when somebody's lying? They give you unnecessary details.
Right.
Right. And also,
How can I porn bomb you? I didn't know what that was until 2 weeks ago.
right. Yes. Also, John has a lie tell where he has to touch his face.
Yeah.
He has to
both
do
sides.
something when he's lying. And you're right, Doug. Look at this.
Owning that I got you taken down or somebody else did, but I didn't.
All of a sudden, he's going to tuck his hair behind his ears. When has he ever done that before? He's just like, people are saying that I was doing shit, but I
He's got to pick his ears, pick his nose, look up in the sky to the right.
didn't do any of this shit. It's not natural. So I agree with you. I think that John's definitely guilty of this. And I am against striking people. I'm against trying to get people's shit taken down. But if there's anyone more deserving of it than Chad, I don't know who they are. Because that's all Chad ever does. When he was on El Replay today, Cardiff was talking to him about, like, yeah, but Chad, remember you went after my channel and
John needs to be struck permanently.
you did this, and you porn bombed El Replay, and you've been trying to get us all taken down. Chad's like, yeah, but I'm sorry, and I won't do it anymore. Okay. Cool, man.
I said I was sorry.
Which is still better than
At least he copped to it.
him just saying, I didn't do it.
Well, yes, correct. At least he's
Right,
not
yes.
lying about it. He's like, yeah, he looks shitty. Sorry, doesn't want to talk about that. But remember, when you know someone's lying about you, you can assume they're lying about everyone else. Everything this guy says is a lie, including this.
You've awoken a sleeping giant. And this sleeping giant is in the best physical strength condition I've ever been in my entire fucking life.
He's in the best physical strength condition. Watch out for him. What an idiot.
He's not even going to address the drool running down the side of his fucking mouth. As he
Also, when he flexes, he does the bicep pose wrong, and there's nothing there. Nothing.
says that.
That's sweat.
And at the beginning of this clip, when he was trying to flex or whatever, it looks like he's got fucking cerebral palsy. The way his...
Yeah, that one arm doesn't work real well. He's got a stroke arm.
You've awoken a sleeping giant. And this sleeping giant is in the best physical strength.
He's like trying to deflect, and his hands like can't help but like push out to the sides. So you guys want to see what Chad's response is to this?
Desperately.
What's funny is John is challenging Chad to a fight over and over again, and Chad just keeps yelling from the rooftops, "Yes, please, let's do this." And John's got him blocked everywhere. So John's just like, I don't know why Chad won't get back to me on it. But here's Chad's response.
So, I'm sick of showing up at people's houses and they're not there.
I'm here. Let me know when you're coming. I'll be here. It's that simple. I'm usually here pretty much every day.
Yeah, when you're not out with your friends, Chad, you're here at home. So yes.
I don't really go anywhere unless I have a gig or I occasionally go hang out at Side Splitters. So I'm friends with all the staff there. And
That doesn't surprise me at all. He's got nowhere to go.
Erica, the bartender's awesome. BT. So if I don't have a gig, I don't go anywhere. So I'm always home. I'm home right now. Where are you, Duke? Like I said in the tweet, even though you have me blocked on Twitter because you're a pussy boy. With the pussy. Just give me 12 hours notice so I'll be here. So don't just show up. Tell me when you're coming so I'll be here. John, I'm giving you $300 to throw a punch at me. I'm making it as easy as humanly possible, for you cannot back out of this. You could get money for trying to fight me. And I will bring nothing legal into it. I don't know what you're going to do, because I will punch back. I will.
I just noticed something. This is Chad's channel that we're watching this on, and he can't even spell. So he's got on here, it says patreon.com/shitdownzoomock for full. He couldn't spell episode correctly. He really is a dumb guy. But the reason why I'm playing this is because this is exactly what I want to see play out. John challenges someone to a fight. They accept immediately and say, I'll give you money to come throw a punch at me. How does John get himself out of this one? How does he wiggle his way out of this? Chad's going, yeah, let's fight. Let's do this. I don't know.
He makes believe it didn't happen.
where he goes from here. He called your bluff. Now what are you going to do, dummy?
So
Well,
I
he
think,
wiggles his way out by ignoring it. He says, I never saw any responses that he did because he has
Yeah,
it
but
blocked
every
everywhere.
super chat's going to tell him that Chad said yes and come to his house. And
We've
here's
seen
the
him ignore
address.
shit like that before.
Yeah.
It's just going to be the same thing.
so there's always, back when I used to drink and go to bars and shit, there was always ruckuses. And there's always somebody like John at the bar who, typically a little guy, always wants to fight somebody that isn't going to fight or has just left or has a reason not to fight, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And you know that he has no inclination to actually fight anybody.
Correct.
Because of that thing that Rocco, when he punked him out right there in front of him. If he was a fighter anywhere near like what he claims to be, he would have just punched him right there.
Correct.
And damn the circumstances.
Yep. Right. Speaking of the little guy, because you're right about that, it's always the little guy has to prove himself. John took a photo with his friends and posted it on Twitter here. It's the Duke
this is
with
amazing.
friends hero.
He's the little guy.
And look, he's up on his tippy toes.
I don't even think his feet are touching the fucking ground.
They might not even be touching the ground. He's like, these guys are holding him up. Hitman Dan's holding him up.
Like when you're in the front row at a metal show, you just kind of get lifted off your feet.
That's our little Johnny guy right there. Also, what's going on with Hitman Dan's toupee? What is that all
I
about?
think it's a.
I showed up at Fatty.
I want to see these two in a slap fight so badly. I think it would be very fun. I realize, Doug, it's all so stupid. All these guys are like going to fight each other. It's like this is just this happens in every universe. By the way, this isn't just the Dabbleverse. Like anytime you get involved in these things, and there's these rivals that make fun of each other back and forth, it always turns into let's fight.
I'm aware. I mean,
Yeah.
but like I have enough self-awareness. There's probably nobody within this people that we're talking about that fought as much in their youth as I did. I loved it. I was good at it. I know right now I'm going to gas out in 20 seconds, and I'll be lucky if I get one hit off. If I don't hit you the first time,
Hide their faces. They're so embarrassed for John. Doug's hiding behind his arm, the mic arm. Lucy's covering her face. Like, oh no. Please make it stop.
I was
I
snapping
really
along.
liked when he chose to take breaths during that. He was like, fun, fun, fun. And then it was like,
And we're gonna have a little fun.
Okay, I'll get back to that in a
Jesus
second.
fucking Christ.
So John's already changing what's going on because at first he was just like, Chad, let me know where you're going to be, when and where. I'll be there. And Chad goes, come to my house. I'm home every day. And he goes, let's meet halfway, like Sarasota. It's like closer to my place, and then we can both drive and meet there.
I'm envisioning this being during the Thanksgiving dinner for the family, and the kids' table
yeah.
is just outside
Yeah.
right there. They're like, what's going on with the old drunk guy in there? Who's he talking to?
This is Thanksgiving Day. You are 100% correct about that.
And we're gonna have a little fun till the daddy took the T-bird away. Fun. Lola falana, mina bafana, bambada lana, mama.
This guy has no talent of anything. And he plays the trumpet, 6th grade.
Solo!
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class.
All I could watch was Doug and Lucy right there, both trying to hide their faces. They were so embarrassed for John. Doug's hiding behind his arm, the mic arm. Lucy's covering her face. Like, oh no. Please make it stop.
I was
I
snapping
really
along.
liked when he chose to take breaths during that. He was like, fun, fun, fun. And then it was like I can't even imitate it. It was
No, he's
that
terrible
was
at this.
absurd.
It's
Oh my
so
God.
embarrassing.
My only wish is that he does show up at Chad's. Chad opens the
And the lyrics are all wrong.
door, and John is still singing.
So if you are Chad, and there's a certain point in an altercation when you know a fight is going to happen, right?
Yeah.
So when you're face to face with somebody, there's the little shit talking thing, and you're trying to figure it out. Okay, is this real? Is this not real? Their body language tells you a bunch of shit. As soon as the guy goes in to start playing the hand trumpet thing, you're like, oh, he's not serious.
I watch a lot of hockey. I never see that when they drop the gloves. The guy starts singing a little tune, whistling to the guy.
There's no ding ding before the match. It's just John doing that.
I got this.
Trumpet.
This is some revisionist history right here.
Because you think I'm not going to defend the honor of the Melendez family? You think for a second that's going to happen? You're out of your fucking mind. You're out of your fucking mind. Ask Fatty Patty. He folded like a bad fucking beach chair when I fucking asked him to come outside with me. Ask Rocco fucking...
Folded. You called security and started pointing. This guy talked about my kids. They threw you out. And Rocco, right in your face, said you son of a queef in your face. Right, you two of you were next to each other and you didn't do anything, but you ran away.
Burrow. That kid was shitting bricks. Right through the fucking mask. That guy was afraid of the Duke.
He's nuts.
All right. So now he's trying to say, and the thing that you were referencing just a little while ago, Doug. Now he's trying to say that Rocco was wearing a mask when he asked John if his daughter ever, or if his son ever queefed in his face. Like, he wasn't.
The only thing I remember is that Rocco couldn't get through the sentence without laughing.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was laughing hysterically, and John pushed away and got all upset. He still regrets the way he handled that. So John's pretending that he's sticking up for his family. I'll speak on behalf of your family, John. They don't want you to. Their names would not be brought up if it weren't for you. You're the reason why any of this is happening, and they don't want you to, you created this problem. They're not looking for you to solve it.
Who has besmirched the Melendez name any more than John?
Right.
Yes.
He is the problem. And it's shit like this. It's got to be so embarrassing for the kids, because remember, this is Thanksgiving Day.
You think on Thanksgiving I get decent super chats?
Fucking begging. Fucking e-begging. Right out of the gate of his...
Millionaire internet e-beggar. John N-word Melendez. Internet beggar. Embarrassment to all.
show.
And the turkey was dry.
Oh, what an
Jesus
asshole.
Christ, what a fucking asshole. He's probably being waited on hand and foot.
Yep.
Oh,
Remember last year, got the pork ropes, and he says, got to make it outside crispy the way I like it. Not what anybody else wants, what you want. At your mother's house. Big ass.
go back to singing.
So he gets up. All right, let me play this clip because this just shows how fake everything that John does actually is.
I don't think so. Ain't happening. Ain't fucking happening. Capiche? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Now, this morning I got up. Here, let me get my cup of coffee to tell you about this, shall we?
So he literally does this whole thing where he's punching in the air and he's going to fight Chad. He goes, and scene.
And now he's an entertainer.
All right, guys. So anyway, I hope everyone's having a great Thanksgiving. Oh, let me go grab my coffee. So he gets up and you hear in the other room, his mom's talking to him. And he's like, hey, Mom, everything okay? And, I can't hear what she's saying. And then she goes, yeah, I got the rice on the stove. And John goes, oh, okay. And then you hear him yell, the rice is still wet, Mom. And she's like, what? What's going on? He's like, the rice, it's wet. She's like, I haven't checked on the rice yet. It's still wet. Like, it's got to be insane to have him in the house. There's no way she enjoys it at all. She's waiting on him. He's complaining about everything.
No,
He's
she absolutely
screaming.
loves it. I think you're totally wrong about that. I think she loves it. This is what she built. She created this. She wants a mama's boy, and boy, oh boy, is he.
No, he's yelling from the other room while she's preparing dinner that he's going to fight another grown adult.
Yeah, and then he's singing.
I believe.
She knows he was retarded, and she knew it since second grade. That's why they gave him stars and compliments to help his confidence in being a retard.
believe that she is proud of this.
Is it Wedding Crashers that Will Ferrell plays that?
Yes, Meatloaf.
Yeah. Meatloaf!
The other thing, too, is when he gets up and he sees his mom, he goes, oh, I'm streaming right now. So are there times when he's yelling in the room and he's not on the internet? Like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I would hope you're not just doing this.
He's doing the flex thing in front of the mirror.
I'm rehearsing.
Out
He
streaming.
probably is. All right, we got a game. Cardiff made us a game today. Yay.
It's time for everyone's favorite new game show, To Poke a Dabbler. Are you ready to play? To Poke a Dabbler?
And if I'm remembering this incorrectly, I apologize to this person. Either one of I forget what the initial credit card problem was. It could have been, I don't know. It could have been either there was one of the cards didn't have enough room on it. I don't remember.
Liar. Yeah. Everybody remembers financial stuff. And you're a genius, remember? You can't remember? Liar, liar.
But it was something, and he asked me for another credit card. Now this is 2 weeks ago. So then he asked me for another credit card. I give him a different credit card 2 weeks ago. And then I lost my wallet. And oh no. It wasn't that my card was maxed. I gave him the correct credit card. And
He's making this up as he goes. Dumbass.
they never charged me for some reason. Or they tried and there wasn't, it was a debit card and I didn't have the money in the bank. I don't remember what it was. So then I had lost my wallet, whatever, and that was it. I had to give him another card. So I gave him another
Looking up in the air, making up lies. You can tell with this guy, he's still retarded.
card. Then what happened? On Friday, this past Friday, the 7th, I get a call from my bank, an emergency alert text. Your card has been compromised. Somebody attempted to charge $148, and we denied the charge. And now we have canceled that credit card. Now, of course, that's not my fault. And when do you think this company runs the card? That's right. The day after they canceled the card. So this person is taking no responsibility. So then I'm like, all right, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So
The only one responsible is you. You gave the card. You owe the money. You're responsible. Doesn't matter what you say.
I give him another card. This time a credit card. I was starting to get angry, and I'm getting a lot of abuse here from a lot of people. You know, I have people from The Tonight Show emailing me on Facebook. John, I forgot to give you an address. You know, send the keychains. No keychains. It's June fucking 9th. June 9th. So I pick up the phone. And I was fucking pissed. And I was like, what the fuck is going on with these fucking keychains, you?
3 months, huh? 3 weeks after you didn't get them, you should have just ordered them from somewhere else and paid for them. You would have had them. Dumbass.
Loser! Get me these fucking things! I've waited too fucking long! Fuck off! Get me the fucking keychain!
Remember, he finally showed us a keychain, said they showed up, and it was a piece of paper, scotch tape to the chain. He went to the dollar store and made that, and he didn't even do it well. Typing paper, typed on it, taped on the key, bottle opener keychain. Liar, dumbass.
Does this seem smart to you? New York's lawmakers are betting our future on radical changes.
John, say next. Here are your choices. Number 1, or something like that. B, don't make me come down there. Next, I wasn't this calm. 4, I know where you live. And lastly, or else, to poke a dabbler.
All right. I think it's going to be B, don't make me come down there. That's my guess. What do you think, Doug?
Well, I've actually found myself in this exact same situation. And I know when I was retelling the story, I went with next. I wasn't this calm when I was retelling the story.
Okay. What do you think, Lucy?
My initial thought was B also, but I think I'm going to go with lastly or else.
Producer Chris?
Number one. Something like that.
Something like that, yeah. I thought that was a possibility as well.
I've waited too fucking long. Fuck off. Get me the fucking keychains. Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Producer Chris. I'm paraphrasing. Get me the fucking keychain.